Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman with Stardew Valley 1.5 Retired Slow Play Part 4. And there's beautiful music in the background here, but I have kind of toned it down a little bit so you can hear me a little bit better. So we're going to start with our last place that we left off, and each time you do that, you wake up in the morning and it tells you basically what happened over the night. Did you improve your skills or whatever? We woke up on Monday, the 15th of spring in year 1. I checked the weather for tomorrow. It's going to be sunny tomorrow. Today, we're going to find out the spirits are very displeased today. The spirits is your luck, at least as it pertains to the mines, and I'm not sure if it pertains to anything else. The living off the land is tips. So they're telling us it's Salomonberry season. So we should check everywhere and look for these Salomonberries. We also want to check our mailbox. It's always a good idea to check the mailbox every day so you don't miss anything important. And you get tips. So Granny Evelyn sent us a note. Sometimes you'll get gifts. Sometimes you'll get tasks or requests. So it's always a good idea to check your mail every morning. I also want to make sure that I water every morning. You do not want to miss the waterings, especially here in the beginning, because money is definitely at a premium and we need as much as we can get. So we don't want to miss the waterings, and we want to get our harvest going as soon as humanly possible. And the way we do that, of course, is getting everything watered so that they can grow every single day. And I can see that our strawberries that we planted up on the top right there are slowly coming up. Once those do come up, then we will be able to harvest strawberries. I think between now and the end of the spring season, I believe we will get 2 harvests from them, I think. I can't remember for sure how many, but I believe that's correct. But no worries, we will find out as time goes along here. And as you can see, I'm using the standard farm for those of you that have not seen my previous episodes, which I love it because it's got that little pond right there that I can refill my water can, which is real convenient here in the beginning. Because, you know, everything is all lined up right here. Later on, we'll spread out as soon as we can. We'll be making sprinklers and kind of, change things around. But for now, this is going to work for us. I clicked on the little icon that was up at the top right-hand corner of like the inventory screen, and it shows us the community center bundles that we are able to work on. And I was just kind of going over and saying, you know, do I have things yet, or what do I need? The community center is quite a large part of the game here, especially in the beginning. And you want to get it open as soon as possible, but I'm not obsessive about it. I don't click the button that says, you know, it's possible to make sure it's open at the beginning of or the end of the first year. I'm not concerned about that. I kind of play slow and relaxed. I'm not obsessive about it in any way. I'm not obsessive about anything, really. I just enjoy the game. So there's a reason that I call it retired slow play. So I'm taking my time. We've got 2 quests so far. We need to raise animals, meaning we got to build a chicken coop, and then the other one is to get to level 40 of the mine, and we'll get there eventually. So just kind of taking assessment of what items that I have. I see that I have 5 copper bars. And so there's lots of things those can be used for. One of the early things that can be used for is to upgrade your tools. So I remembered that we can take our tools to Clint and have Clint upgrade our tools. And I knew that it took copper bars on that first upgrade, so I thought I'd run over there and check with Clint because I couldn't remember for sure. Did I bring my hoe with me? No, I didn't. Why do I ever leave town without my hoe? Because every time I do, I see the little wormy guys. The little wormy guys, you hit them and you can dig up some really valuable stuff. Artifacts and resources and all kinds of things. So I thought I'd better go grab it real quick and see what we got. And we'll take the stone. Look at that, Salomonberries. So we got some. They're on these bushes all over the place. So you just basically bump into the bush or right click it and it will shake out a berry for you. And those can be used for so many things. It's a forageable. It can be eaten. Later in the game, you can use it to make jams and jellies and wine, I think. And, oh, let's see what task. Oh, Sebastian wants a JoJa Cola can. So, oh my goodness, what is this JoJa Cola nasty stuff that we dig up out of the river and get it to him? It's like, why are you guys using these in recipes? Anyway, another salmonberry bush. I just go pop around and hit them every time I see one. Like 25 energy and 11 health. So those are great to take in the mine with you here in the beginning when you don't have very many other options. So anyway, we're going to pop in and see Clint, and we're going to find out about these upgrades. Oh my gosh, it costs 2,000 gold as well as the copper. Well, guess what? We're not going to do any upgrades right now. We have too many other things that we need to do. First off, we don't have 2,000 gold. We have other priorities. So I was like, okay, that isn't going to work. But I'm glad I checked. Ran over there. And again, I could have checked the wiki to speed things up, but I'm trying not to do that too much. Oh, look there, a couple salmonberry bushes right along the bottom of the river here. So I really don't want to pass them up when I see them. I want to get as many as I can, because what I don't use in the mines, we can also sell. And as you can see, we only have 1,235 gold, and we need a lot more. So anytime I see one of these bushes, I'm going to shake it out here in the beginning and grab the salmonberries from it. That one popped, the berry popped behind. I had to run around to make sure I got it, because it'll have on the left hand side, it'll have a little screen when you get it. See that? So I wanted to make sure that I got it. It's like I bumped into it. Give me the berry. So I'm just going to wander around and grab some of these salmonberries, because these are they're free and they only come around in a certain time in the spring, which I believe is the 15th of the month, which would be where we're at right now, the 15th of the month. There are 20 days in each. It really is not a month, it's a season. So we have 20 days each of the 4 seasons, 28 days. So we're on day 15 of 28. And look at all these salmonberries. We'll take them. They're free. Free is good. It also increases our foraging skill, which is one of the skills that can go up, I believe. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And each time you go up in your skills, you get some perks. You may get recipes that you can make new things you hadn't made before. And I guess I had an axe there. Just anything to get those weeds out of the way so I can reach those salmonberries. Now we're up to 20 berries, 21 now, from just wandering around, looking around. Oh, hello there, Jazz. Took an opportunity to speak to her. I always forget that she's over here very often, and I forget to talk to her. Well, I want to increase that relationship. So again, as I mentioned before, be careful what tool you have selected. Obviously I'm not going to be, I didn't want to hit that bush. I meant to bump into it. Luckily, it was not my own bush that I chopped down or something. So again, I just made sure that I selected something else, that it didn't matter so much. So if I have an empty space, I oftentimes will click an empty space just so I make sure I don't have anything in my hand. And as you saw there, I have my sword with me, and you can use the sword similar to a scythe. What is that word? I'm not saying it right. And I knew I used to know what it was. So anyway, I'm going to put my copper ingot back, and or I think they call them bars, and because we're not gonna upgrade for a while. I'd like to, but we're definitely not. I'm trying to get my tools back in order. I want them all in one place, and I really got to break down and get some more wood so that we can spare the 50 wood to make another chest, so I can just put tools in it. It's so frustrating to have my tool. I do not like my tools out of order. In the past, and maybe in the future when I get a larger backpack, I will keep most of the tools with me. I hate forgetting them. I hate going back for them. So what I'm doing here is preparing myself to maybe go into the mine. I'm also looking to make sure that I have at least one of everything. So I did not, I think I already had a green onion, so I put another one in there, but I put a berry in there. And I want to make sure that I have enough. So I'm reordering everything again. I want to put my sword right there. I'm going to be going to the mine today. And I wanted to make sure I've got plenty of food. And if you've watched a previous episode, you'll see that I want to make sure that I try to get down at least 5 levels if possible. And each time I go into the mine, more if I can, but it just depends on the time of day that I get there, what I come across in the mine as far as creatures or whatever, or how badly I fight against them. I got a new sword recently, so hopefully that will help a little bit. And so right now I bumped my energy up as much as possible, and we're going to go up there and see what we can do, how far down we can get. As you recall, our task list, look at that, getting some more berries and a leek. How wonderful. We're loaded with food. We have a task to get to 40th level. So I'm not sure where we left off last time, but the reason why I try to make sure I do at least 5 floors is because there's an elevator that'll take us down to that floor, to the last of the 5th of whatever, the 15th, the 5th, the 10th, the 15th. So wherever we're at, it will take us there. Look at that. We've got now 21. It says here 21? 31. We have 31 Salomonberries. Oh my goodness, that's a plethora of Salomonberries. So we get our sword in hand and hit the elevator and find out, yes, we're on level 15. So today's goal is going to be to try and get to level 21. Now, I hate these bug things. If you hit them and they go away from you too terribly long, they turn into those flying insects. I hate those flying insects a lot. They're so hard. There, you see what it did? It turned into a cocoon. Now that cocoon is going to turn into a flying insect. And I just got way up out of the way because it's coming. I know it's coming. And you can actually hear it when it turns into the insect thing, flying thing. And it's like, okay, it's coming. And oh, I think it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me. And it takes forever to kill it, especially at this level. And so it's like, oh. But thankfully I have my +1 immunity boots, and I've got +1 defense boots. And you do all that to get bug meat. And that's all you get. So anyway, on our way, trying to get down to the next floor, and we've got a slime here. Let's see how we can do with the slime. So you can see I got the slime backed up against those rocks, and that's really the best way to be able to kill them easily. In this run through, I'm trying to just get down as quickly as I can. Oh, bugs. Go away, bugs. I'm trying to get down to the next floor as quickly as I can. So I'm not interested in exploring the entire level. You can always come back here and explore more. In fact, when I need certain items, like a particular kind of ore, and I know which floors the ore is located or whatever it is I'm looking for, sometimes I need fiber or whatever, I will go ahead and come back to this mine after I don't need, even though I don't need to anymore, I will come back here. Even though I don't like these bugs, it's like, okay, it's all right. It's worth it to get the things that we need. And so again, we're just going to keep killing the bugs. And oh no, another one. Oh, and really, if you are facing the right direction, they don't hurt you, or you can hit them just right and they don't hurt you. So unfortunately, when you get 2 of them and they're coming from 2 different directions, you don't have much of a choice. So anyway, we're going to get them and then get over here. And there's something over there I can see on the ground that I haven't seen before. So again, I really don't want to explore. Oh, come on, really? And it takes so much time too. It's already 6:30 p.m. We're only on level 16. How are we ever going to get to level 20 if all we're doing is killing bugs? I think they call them flying insects. I'm not sure. Irregardless, we're going to put our big girl panties on and do the job. That's what we're going to do. As I mentioned in the very beginning, there's not a whole lot of fighting, and this isn't that difficult. You just have to play it smart, make sure you got plenty of food to increase your health and energy, and just play it smart. And I don't always play it smart. Sometimes I don't play very smart at all. But if you do, it's not too hard. You're just clicking a mouse. You know, there's not a whole lot of other strategy to it. Like I said, you know, try to get the slimes against a rock. You try to face the insects. That's the 2 creatures we've come across so far. And if you face them, then you can usually get them. It's not too hard. And oh, my inventory is full. Like, okay, I probably should have eaten something, but I wanted to get that geode. I always want to get the geodes if I can. So anyway, it's not that difficult. It really isn't. I mean, there are places where it can be difficult. There's ways around it. I mean, it said I learned how to make bombs, I think. I'm not sure. When you make bombs, you set off a bomb and run out of the way, and it will open a staircase half the time. I can also craft staircases that take me down. So, you know, there's ways around, you know, not fighting, making it real minimal. If I use a sword on the barrels and crates, then it doesn't take any of my energy. So you want to conserve that energy as much as possible. Oh, those things. Ugh. Go away, dude. I don't like you slimy things. See, right there I got him in a nice corner spot. I don't care about the slime so much, but I got him in a nice corner spot, and that made it killing him a lot easier. So again, we're just searching for stairs. That's our main focus here. We're on level 17. It's already 9:10 p.m. We've got to get through 17, through 18, and through 19 to get out of here, to get to the level that we want. And oh, I really want to get that. Is that I forget what that thing is called. I really want that crystal-y thing. And I made room in my inventory, and it's like, okay, now there's ore. No. It's like, ugh, how frustrating. I said, what can I get rid of? What do I not need? And I should have eaten. I know I should have done. I threw away the bug meat, which is okay, but I should have eaten. I have a single onion with a gray starred onion. I should have done that, but you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh well, it's okay. I'm looking for stairs. That's all I care about. I really don't appreciate being poison, slimy creature thing. And you really have to continue to kill them. Oh, and there's some algae that you can also eat. And you do have to kill them because they'll keep coming after you. Oh no, this is not good news. So when it turns green like this, it means that we're getting infested. And in this case, with the bugs. And because it was already 10:40 p.m. and we were so far away from the level that we want to be, I decided to go ahead and head out. I really don't like being out this late at night. As you can see, it is so dark and it's hard to see. It's hard for you to see, it's hard for me to see, so I really don't like being out so late. But I was able to see a Salomonberry bush, so I was like, yeah, let's get some more of those. They, like I said, they only come around one time a year, and we want to get as many as we possibly can. Free food, free stuff for the mines, and you know, and I want to try to keep at least one. Again, if you haven't watched a previous episode, I try to keep one of everything, if I can. One artifact, one gem, one type of flower, one type of vegetable, one type of fruit, anything that I find, I want one of each. And that's not really an OCD thing, because you never know when you're going to need something. And actually later on in the game, I usually try to keep 5 of everything or 10 of everything, because you never know when someone's going to ask you for something. When someone's going to say, you know, when you get a task and they say, you know, I want a gold bar or a copper bar or a cola can or whatever. So you just never know when that's going to come into play and you need those things. You can see I just dumped most of the Salomonberries into the bin that Lewis is going to come around and collect. And my reason for that is we need the money. I mean, there's so many things that we need to do, and we are so short on money. So, you know, while I'd like to keep more, I want the money more. So we're waking up. Look how much we got for the berries. We got 177 for the berries. So, you know, it's something, and something we need. It's day 16 of spring in year 1. Our game just automatically saves when we sleep like that. We're up to 1,482 gold, not a ton. We're going to check the weather report for the next day, and I'm clicking quickly. It's going to be clear and sunny. When in the beginning I let everybody read that. Now I'm just clicking quickly. The spirits are very displeased today. So today would not be a good day to go to the mine. It doesn't mean we won't. It just means we're going to have harder luck. We're going to check our mail, and Pierre is selling fertilizers. So just letting you know. So I'm trying not to spend money. Fertilizer is great, but I really don't want to buy any if I don't have to. So first things first, after we check our mail, we're going to get things watered really quickly and see how close we are to getting anything that we can harvest. The faster we harvest, the faster we make money, the faster we can move on and do more things. I tend to let the quest log mostly direct what I'm doing. I mean, obviously we're setting up a pretty good farm here. Gotta water the strawberries. Come on, strawberries, grow. Got ourselves a parsnip that we can harvest. I'm watering the dead soil there. Like, come on. I hate it when I water the wrong place. And you can see that the ground underneath your whatever you watered turns brown. And it's like, oh, awesome. We've got some cauliflower. Yay. So I think, and I clicked on the scarecrow by mistake, and it tells you how many crows that it scared off. So that's a really good thing that it scared off the crow. If it hadn't done that, the crows come along and eat your crops. So nothing more frustrating than coming out and seeing some of your crops missing. So let's see, what was I looking at here? It's like, okay, and I put my very best one in my storage, my very best cauliflower in my storage bin. And I did not see, I hope I catch this later, that I didn't water. It's really weird looking back at the game or at your gameplay later on. You see things totally that you missed. It's like, oh no, I can't believe I missed that. So, it's really funny because when you're doing things, you're in a rush and you're not, I'm not looking closely. I may be doing 2 or 3 things at once. I may be watching my watch or checking my phone or something like that. And it's so strange. This is a very strange thing for me. I'm a very new content creator. So it's really strange for me to go back and look and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. So anyway, we'll get back to things. So I noticed it's like 9 o'clock. Oh, come on. That gives us 40 minutes that we have to wait until Pierre's is open. Come on, Pierre, we're farmers here. So let's check. The blacksmith's open at 9 too. So they're both closed until 9. Pierre's 9, blacksmith is 9. It's like, come on. I guess I figure farmers are going to take a little while. Oh, Shane, you don't have to be so rude. Do you have to be so rude? I don't think it's necessary to be so rude. So anyway, just to kind of kill some time, I went over and I talked to one of the citizens, and you want to talk to the villagers as much as possible. And I happened to see a berry bush. It's like, okay, good. Got a Salomonberry out of the deal. I want to take a moment to mention here that I was having a little bit of trouble with my recording software for a few days. So you're going to see a little bit of choppy pieces where I've had to chop a couple things out. So I do apologize for that. I will get it fixed, but I did have some issues here. Okay, we're going to process a geode. It costs us 25, but we may get something good out of it. Alrighty, we got a thunder egg. No idea what that is. Gunther can tell us, it says. So we're going to go take that to Gunther. That's another item that we can donate to the museum. And so we're going to go do that real quick since we're right here and they're open. Donate to the museum. And for now, I put things in I got a new reward. Oh, awesome. I put things in a specific place. What is our reward? 9 melon seeds. Oh, these are summer seeds. So this is great. We got a summer seed. I was having a heck of a time with these books. When you find a book out and when you hit an artifact spot on the little wormy things, it puts these books in here. And when you read them, see that one went away. This one, I can read it, but it didn't go away. And I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. I don't know why. It's like, do I need to keep reading that one for some reason? I don't know. But that gives you tips and hints and things about things. So it's a good idea to read those. Oh, poor Vincent. So just wanted to talk to Vincent as I was on my way there. And there is Lewis. Good morning, Lewis. How are you doing? He just reminds us that he's going to stop by our shipping bin. You call it a trash bin, but it's a shipping bin by our house. He comes at night. Like, okay, it's the 16th. The next birthday we need to watch out for, the next event is Pam. Pam's birthday's coming up. So hopefully we won't forget. And we come in here, we've got a cutscene, and I'm leaving the cutscenes in so that people can see. It's like, what is going on? Welcome to Pierre's. Can I help you? And before we can say anything, this guy comes in. Who is that? And it's Morris. It's Morris. And who is Morris? Some people like Morris. I'm not one of them. Oh my gosh. He's handing out 50% off coupons from the JoJa Mart. Any taker, 50% off? I mean, if you're watching your money, look at all these people run to Morris. If you're watching your money, I mean, that's pretty hard to turn down, right? And poor Pierre, look how sad he is. He's like, I can't match that. I mean, look at him, he's gloating. Oh, you're losing your local customers. Can you blame him? JoJo Corporation is clearly the right choice. Oh, the whole town will realize that. Will they? He looks evil to me. So you have a choice. You can go to JoJa Mart, and we'll pop in there at some point. But, it's like, I'm going to support my local farmer who don't look evil. And look at those look at the gold we're getting for the cauliflowers. So definitely getting some good money here. So now we have over 3,000. So isn't that wonderful? So those cauliflowers are, like I said, the return on investment, they're the best. Now, I did go ahead and buy parsnip seeds. Sneeds, listen to me, I need more caffeine. The reason why I did that is for the bundle, I think it's the quality crop bundle. You have to have a quality crop from each season, and for this season, this year, it requires parsnip, and it has to have a gold star, right? So we don't have, and I needed 5 of them. So we don't have 5 gold star parsnips. So I thought it would be probably a good idea to grow the parsnips so that we can try and get the 5 gold star ones that we need for the community bundle for that piece. So I had remembered that, and I grabbed 15, and hopefully out of the 15 I can get them. That's what my hope is. So, because I'm not sure if we have any more growing. We have speed grow, 11 speed grow, and that grows things faster. So we're going to go ahead and get them planted. I've also got the melon seeds, but I can't plant them yet. Those are summer seeds, and they say right on it, it's summer, so you cannot grow them yet. And it would tell you that if I tried to plant them. But I am going to put them away. Melons are one of the top sellers for the summer season. So, again, that's experience and playing for a while and using the wiki and figuring out, my return on investments and, in the various ways you can just sell them, but you can also later on, you can make melon wine, you can make melon jellies or jams, I don't know what it's called. So, I just know that from playing. So I was very excited to see that as a reward. I'll take it. Yay, melon seeds. So we're going to put them away. Eventually, we're going to have chests for just seeds. So, right now everything's kind of jibber-jabbed. Eventually, I'll have a chest for vegetables, chest for fruits, chest for forageables. I get very, very organized later on when I have the space and the money to be able to do that. So I was like, I don't want to miss those strawberries. I was very concerned about that. So, and it looks like I did miss my cauliflowers. No! So I decided maybe we should go fishing. So I remember we do have some fish that we need to catch for the fish tank. and I think we've got river fish that we need to catch. And so there's river fish, ocean fish, night fish, specialty fish. There's a lot of fish, and I hate fishing. But if we fish more, our skill will get higher. So that's kind of what I'm hoping, is that my skill will go up. And also, at a certain point, you can, love the salmon berries. Thank you. Oh, look at those. They're everywhere. That one got stuck down below. I was like, okay, come on. That wasn't fair. So eventually we'll be able to buy a better fishing pole that will allow us to put bait on it. And that will make that green bar longer. So before that, that's fine. We're just going to do some fishing here. Maybe we can get some of the fish that we need for the community center. And even if we don't, fish they're worth money, so we can get money from them. So it's not a waste of time. I know some people really love the fishing aspect, and I like it a lot better later on when you can get a better fishing pole, you can get bait, you can get bobbers and things like that. It just makes that green bar so much bigger, and it makes fishing easier and more enjoyable. In the beginning here, it's a necessity. Oh, wonderful, I got some trash. That's useless. And I turned the wrong way and cast the wrong directions. By the way, you saw that max thing there, and that green bar as you're casting. What that does, supposedly, if you cast the max, when the bar is at its max, you have a better chance of getting better fish, better items, or whatever. I have caught trash at max, so I guess it's a chance. In this case, I did catch a sunfish, and if I'm not mistaken, I needed a sunfish for the community center for the fish tank. Let's see, where was it at? Right there, I needed that sunfish. So I did catch something that I need. One thing to kind of make note here about the fishing is that the more difficult it is when you finally catch a fish and the fish is moving, if it's really slow and sluggish and it's pretty easy to catch, then it's probably going to be a much more common fish. If the little fish on the screen is jerking and jumping up and down, that means it is a more rare fish. And really interestingly it's always about the same. So if I see one that's hanging around the bottom here and it's not jerking or anything, then after a while you'll know what you're going to catch. So that's the behavior of a smallmouth bass. So if I see one that does something different, after a while, if you fish a lot and you pay attention a lot, then you're going to be able to see, you'll be able to know as soon as you hook onto a fish what it's going to be. If it's jerking around like crazy, you know you're into a rare fish, a rarer fish. So I think that's kind of interesting. And see, this one is not hanging around the bottom as much as the other one, so I'm thinking this is not one of the ones that we've already caught, but we'll see. No, it's a sunfish. So that sunfish was kind of, see how it's got a little gray star on it as opposed to just the plain one. So it was a little bit more difficult than the other regular sunfish. I see these little kids walking by with Penny. I thought, well, we can say hi to them real quick. She's so cute. Jazz is cute. Again, you want to talk to people. I need to make a much better effort to talk to people. It improves your relationship with them. And eventually you want to get as many stars as you can. And I thought, well, I'm here. Let's go ahead and throw that fish in my pole in the water and see what we can get. This area here is the river. It's the river that goes through town. And if you use the wiki to find out, like I say, if I'm looking for a specific kind of fish and I want to know where it is and what season to catch it in and what weather to catch it in, the wiki has all that information. I've got links to the wiki down below. So it can be used. If you don't want to try to figure it out on your own, then you can go there and find that information. So I've done that before. It's like, okay, I need this one fish for that. Where is it? And when can I get it? Because like I mentioned, I'm not a power player. At the same time, I don't want to figure it out. I don't have any big desire to figure it out. In this case, I knew I needed some river fish, so it's okay to, oh, guess what? I got a JoJa can. Who was it that wanted that? It was Sebastian, and this is the final day. So it's like, oh, cool. I can go find Sebastian and give him his cola can, and I get 75 gold for finding a nasty can of cola that was down in the river. Yuck. Like, okay, whatever. Sebastian is often up top here, up above the main town, and he's oftentimes by the river or by that pond up by the mine. He's often there. So I was just going to pop up here to see. I was taking a chance. He does have schedule just like everyone else. Look at all these berry bushes. My goodness. He has a schedule like everyone else. It seems like, oh, then I saw him popping out of his house real quick. It's like, cool. I didn't have to go look for him. Sebastian, stop. I got something for you. I try to speak to him first because A, it stops him from walking, and B, it lets me know that's actually him. Because if I didn't know what Sebastian looked like and I had my cola can in my hand, I'd be giving it to somebody who didn't want it. So I'll take the 75 gold for bringing him a nasty can of cola. He's using it for a dish that he's making. I hope it's good. You can see we're starting to get some hearts on people as we talk to them, and those hearts will increase as we talk to them and give them gifts. And so we're going to be working on that. I happened to be right there. I thought, well, I'll grab these salmon berries while we're there. We'll take them. 7:20 p.m. It's getting kind of late. There's a little girl playing a flute. Isn't she cute? It's like, oh, that's so cute. And she won't talk to us. And I thought, while I'm here, let's throw the fishing pole into this pond. So I'm not sure. I think this is the same fish that you would get in the river, but don't hold me to it. I'd have to look it up. Not sure. Irregardless, we're going to try it. This one's a little more harder than the other one. So, okay. But can we get it? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I hate it when I don't do it. It wastes my time. It's like, come on. This guy's a little bit harder. And it's hard to do this. You've got to click your mouse. Well, you can hold your mouse down, which I don't recommend. Or you can click it. You click it faster or slower, depending if you need to go up or down. And that's how you get him on there. Come on, guy. I hate it when I get right to the top and then miss it. But in this case, I got a chub fish. So that is a first. I have not seen that one before. It told me I had a new achievement. So I wanted to go find out. The achievement is I've caught 10 different fish. So that's one of the achievements where you get a little gold star on your screen. So that's cool. I don't think that we need that for anything. We need a sunfish and a catfish and a tigerfish of the river fish. I don't think we need it for any other collections. I was double checking. Specialty fish, those are things you come much later in the game. But I really do need to get some crab pots, but I don't remember when they come in. We'll talk about that later when we can. So in the meantime, it's only 7:50. I have a little bit of energy left. Let's go ahead and grab some more fish. That means more money, right? So we'll go ahead and give it a try. We got 2 slots open and we got some algae. And I thought, you know what? It's already 8 o'clock. That's good enough. So we're going to head and let's say, who is going to talk? Oh, this is Abigail. Oh, and she says she's not in a good mood. And look at her. She does not look like she's in a good mood at all. Like, I'm sorry, Abigail. Didn't mean to upset you. Don't know what's going on. But we'll just go ahead and let you be. When we come down to the town, we're getting a cutscene here. This is Linus, and it looks like he's digging around in a trash can. And out pops George, grumpy old George. And you can see he's not happy. He doesn't see Linus. He says it looks like there's raccoons back there. He doesn't know what it is, but he's not happy about it. And he says, hey, miss, you turned up at the right time. Do me a favor. Go around the corner, scare off those raccoons. They've been making a mess. And thanks. So it's like, okay, we're going to go around the corner here and have a little chat with Linus. Oh, he's sad. He's sad. It was me. I'm sorry. Poor guy. And I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. This is actually a tip. So we have a lot of options where we can answer his question. And I'm telling him, no, I think it's a shame for the food to go to waste. So, sure. And he makes him happy, and that's good. I don't know if it increases your relationship or not, but I didn't want to say anything rude. I mean, he's poor guy. He says, I won't rummage around in George's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the raccoons. So we're like, okay, no problem. So we head off, In the meantime, Linus shakes up the trash can at the Star Drop Saloon, and Gus runs out to see him. And he's really, oh, poor Linus is scared now. What's he gonna say? And Gus knows what's going on. Oh, look at Gus. There's so many good people in Pelican Town. He doesn't want Linus to go hungry. And he gives him a basket of zucchini fritters, which sound delicious. And the dip. I mean, how nice of Gus to do that. But this is all a tip for us as characters, that we can shake out those trash cans and find stuff. Sometimes the stuff is really valuable. So it's good to remember that. Oh, I wanted to go ahead. I have the one fish, I think, for the aquarium. The aquarium. I wanted to, let's try not to fish there. I wanted to go ahead and put it in there before I forgot. It was a sunfish. I was right there. So whenever you've got options of putting low level or high level, if it doesn't care, put your lowest level, meaning no stars if you have it, because it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't matter, then don't, save your starred ones, because those are worth more money and you could get more money for them. So I've got an awful lot of fish to go. And this aquarium, the fish tank bundle, when you finish it all, is a glittering boulder removed. And the glittering boulder is actually, I think it's is it to the left of the mine? We'll have to pay attention when we come through here next time. And let's pick a couple of these daffodils. Daffodils, again, are really good gifts to give people. And I need to get started giving people. You can give gifts anytime, not necessarily on their birthdays. But they are good gifts to give almost every single person. And when you give them a gift, they will say something to you about that. It's like, okay, look at all these things I've got to sell, and just get rid of them all. So sometimes I just need money more than I need to keep the items and the fish and whatever. I should probably have kept a couple of those fish, but again, I just really need them. We really need the money. So what I was trying to say is, you do whenever you give someone a gift, you can, when you look at the heart menu on the main menu, on your menu of your character, it will, if you look at their actual individual person, it will tell you the gifts that you've given them, if they love them, like them, or hated them. So, oh, look at this, row 2 farming. So now we can do mayonnaise machine, and now we can craft sprinklers. I'm so excited about sprinklers. So we'll check that. And oh, look at that, we got 229 for the fish. So we ended up at 334 gold from yesterday. So that was good. So we're doing a little bit better. That puts us over 3,100. Let's check our weather report for tomorrow, and it's going to be a beautiful sunny day. So we have to water tomorrow. Fortune teller for today is spirits are neutral. The day is in your hands, so luck will be 50-50. Queen of Sauce is a rerun, but I wanted to make sure that I saw it. If I hadn't, that's why those reruns can be useful in case I missed one. So I didn't think I missed one, but you never know. Let's see. Look at this. Our dad sent us 500 gold. Boy, the timing is good. We needed that. Someone, the Hat Mouse, sell hats. So we don't know who that is. I guess we can go somewhere and buy hats. And look at this. We've got cauliflower ready to go. That's so exciting. How much do we have? We have 14. I probably missed watering one day. We have 14 cauliflowers, so that's going to be a pretty penny. And of course, we can either put them in our shipping bin, or we can take them to Pierre's. If we put them in the shipping bin, we'll get the gold tomorrow. If we take them to Pierre's, we get the gold right now. So it's a matter of what else you're doing that particular day. And I also got a green bean. That's good. And so I'm trying not to miss any waterings here. And I will check those sprinklers eventually to see what we need to be able to make them. And hello, kitty. You also want to pet your kitty every day if you can, or if you have one. If you chose an animal and you said yes to the question of when they bring them over for the adoption, you do want to pet them every day. You will be petting your farm animal, other animals as too, and it just increases your relationship with them. For the kitty, for the either the cat or the dog that if you have one, it really the only thing that matters is the completion, that you have an animal with the highest level of relationship. And the thing is, you can't see it. You can't see that your animal has. You can't see what their level is. So you just have to keep petting them until whatever. I don't know how you can tell. You just do have the highest relationship. And thought I'd do a little bit of clearing here. Don't know why. I guess I just wanted this one out of the way. And interesting, when I clear that, look what's behind it. It's got this little bear looking thing. It's like, what is that? We'll find out later. Trees, these little trees. I know why I'm doing this. I have a reason to my method, to my madness. I'm going to clear this area completely. Those small trees, if you let them grow, they will turn into big trees. Big trees give you more wood than the small trees. So let's see, we got 314 wood, so we're doing pretty good on our wood. I did want to fill my kitty's water bowl. That helps the relationship as well. Try not to chop the thing. As again, watch your selection on those. Select whatever you select. That's kind of a good thing to remember, which I forget all the time. I'm telling you because I keep seeing myself forget it, so that's not cool. Let's see, what do we got here? I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to town and sell these cauliflowers and the bean. And we've got a geode that we can take over to Clint to open for us. And it is 9:20, so those two shops should be open. So right now we have $36.79 gold. I'd like to check this help wanted. It's like, Sam wants a quartz. So, okay, I think I have a quartz. I think I have a spare one. Not sure. I'll double check. Oh, no. Pierre's is closed on Wednesdays. Oh, no. I was thinking, that's so not cool. I want the money now. So, oh, no. What are we going to do about that? Well, you remember we talked about the JoJa Mart? There's the JoJa Mart. It's above Clint's blacksmith place. So I come in here and I was thinking maybe we can sell them our cauliflower. Well, Morris, the creepy guy, welcomed us and he introduced himself. Okay. When you decide you want to become a member, I'll be delighted to make your transition. So we have the only option we have here. That's right. If someone joins up here, the membership costs $5,000 plus they will knock down the community center if we join. So I thought, well, I just want to sell the cauliflower. I can't talk to anyone. I mean, I can't talk to the cashier. And I thought, this is just not working here. So, I mean, if anything would tell me that the JoJa Mart is kind of evil, just the fact that we have to pay $5,000 for the membership, and they're going to knock down the community center. So I know people that play that way, maybe because they just want to experience it. Not me. I don't want to play that way. It just doesn't seem right to me. I kind of want to. I always want to play on the right side of things if I can. And so, I'm not going there. Even if I had, 100,000, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to stay with the town people, especially Pierre, who's been so friendly and welcoming and nice. And so I just felt like, I don't think so. So I have my hoe with me. I thought I'd go down and see if we've got any wormies. And looky here. We got a couple. I gave some clay, which is, it's okay. And another book for the library that we can go read. And we got to see if there's anything else. You got to look closely because I do miss them all the time. I was double checking my sound because it seemed like the music was awfully loud here. So I was double checking my sound. I do have the music turned down very, very low in the game when I'm playing. I want to hear it, but just barely. I want it to be in the background. I mean, it's pretty loud otherwise, which is fine. If you want to get into that, that's fine. But I like it turned down so I can hear. I want to hear the footsteps. I want to hear the ambient noises. I don't want to hear the music so much. I just want it there. So we need to go find that quartz if we have one and deliver it to Sam. We've got plenty of time. It's only 2:20. And obviously we're going to have to ship the cauliflowers. We could ship them or we could go take them tomorrow to Pierre's, but it makes better sense to ship them in the shipping container because we'll get the money first thing in the morning. Oh, look at all the salmon berries. It's like, okay. So this one I kind of had to go around the other side. And okay, we'll pick up that too, dandelion. And pop in here and get some of these extra salmon berries. We'll take them. That's extra money for us. So there are places we really haven't been to on the map yet, but we can't really get to it. So I'm not really going there to show you. By the way, that salmonberry bush was hidden behind that tree. So every once in a while, it's a good idea to go behind trees so you can see what was behind the trees. So this is our southern entrance to get into our farm. And I've cleared a path here so I can pretty easily get up. I can't chop down those big tree stumps yet. I have to increase my tools, and it costs a lot to do that. So right now we have other more important things that we are doing that we have to spend our money on, so we'll get around to it. At that point I was just kind of looking over and saying, okay, is there anything else that I want to sell? Definitely all this stuff right here. I don't want to sell that, I want to sell that, I want to sell that and that and that. I think I already have one. Do I have one? I was thinking, do I have one already? If I do, I can sell that one. And so we'll go ahead and keep the clay. That's a resource. And that gives us 11 clay. And I want to put that right there because I can't remember. And then I'm trying to decide, what am I going to do? It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So what are we going to do? Again, inventory, I do have a quartz. I did have one. And so Sam wanted it. So I only had the one, but that's okay. We'll get more. I know I'll get more. I'd rather, get this quest off my log. So, and plus we get money for it. So I know where Sam lives. Let's go down and see if Sam is where I think Sam is. So, oh, hi, Harvey. How you doing, buddy? Have a quick conversation. Oh, thank you, Harvey. When you cover your mouth and you see and wash your hands. So we're going to take a quick look here, and Sam lives in the house that's on the left. So there's two. There's one on the right, one on the left. He lives at the one that's on the left. Whether or not he's there right now, I don't know. We'll find out. And Sam is nowhere to be found. So off screen, I took a quick moment to find out where Sam should be. Again, you can wander around, look for him, or you can check the wiki and find out where Sam is currently located, or supposed to be. The wiki is like 99% accurate. I think the only time it is ever changed is when some of the behaviors have changed of the characters and it hadn't been updated, but that's so rare. So supposedly Sam is working at JoJa Mart on this particular day. So I'm like, okay, where? So apparently I can talk to people. Well, I can't actually talk to him because it says he's on the clock. Don't get him in trouble. But can I give him a gift? Thought I'd give it a try. Yep, I sure can. So I could give him the gift. So that let me be able to get my 75 gold for something that I already had. Again, another good reason to keep one of everything. So now I got to make sure I get another one next time I'm in the mine because I've already given that one away. So that, again, that is one of the main reasons to keep at least one of everything. Taking a quick look at our calendar, tomorrow is Pam's birthday. So I think that she's one of those people that loves daffodils or likes daffodils at the very least. So we'll have to make sure that we have one somewhere. because I don't know what else she likes or loves or whatever. So eventually we'll figure out what everybody loves and try to get that to them, because that will really bump the relationships up quickly. I can't remember for sure how much it is when they get a loved gift, but it's obviously more than a liked gift, or definitely more than a hated gift. I think there's also a neutral, meaning they don't care either way. So I don't know. I again, you can use the wiki if you want to know specifically, but I usually use that after a while. But in the beginning here, we have such limited access. Like right now, we don't even have a kitchen. A lot of the things that the characters love are cooked items. So we can't cook anything. So that doesn't help us at this point to know what they absolutely love as far as a cooked item. So we're not going to be able to do that. So I decided that what we're going to do is go. It's 5:40 p.m. I decided to do some fishing. With what's left of our day and what's left of our health, we got about half of our energy left. And again, it does use energy to fish, like it does most things, or a lot of things that you do. It's like, oh, there's Marnie. Again, stopping to talk with people when you have time is a good idea, because it does help the relationship. And I had time to say hi to her, So anyway, I think what we're going to do is do a little bit of fishing here this is the river. I hit that max. You saw that it was max again. So that's good. Maybe we'll get something good. Who knows? So right now we're still fishing with that bamboo pole. And really want to get my fishing level up some if I can. Again, right now it's mostly about the money. We need money, and this is one good way to get it for sure. Every once in a while, I will be fishing and I will look down, like at a teacup or my watch or whatever, and I'll miss that little exclamation mark over the top of my head. I hate it when I do that, because you're sitting there with the fishing pole in your hand, you're waiting. It's like, okay. See, that was a pretty easy fish to catch. It said perfect. What that meant is that I kept the green bar, or kept the fish, or the green bar, whichever one you want to say, together the entire time. And I don't know what it does. It didn't give me a higher quality bream. It just said perfect. So I don't know. There again, I did it again. And that is a smallmouth bass. And it was a regular quality one. So I don't know what that does. I don't know why. Somewhere there's a list of your fish, your largest fish, and the fish have sizes and things. And I don't know. I'm not enough into fishing at all in any way, shape, or form to pay attention to that, because I simply do not care. All I care about is that I get the fish that I need. And again, it turned 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock at night, the lights go down. It's getting dark. It's like, I'm not going to hang out here anymore. And head on home. I know a lot of people don't play that way because they want to optimize everything, but that's not me. It's like, at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I'm going to head for home. Unless I'm in the mine where I got stuck that one night till after 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock. I don't want to pass out somewhere and be shipped home. I don't want to pass out on my farm. I want to do what I need to do, get home when it's dark like this where it's hard to see, and continue on. So put my fishing pole away, get my watering can out, and come over here to my shipping bin, toss the trash in, toss the fish in. At least we'll get some money from that. Also notice my water can was all the way full. Usually I try to put it away full, but I missed it last time. So we fill it up. Come on up here. Hey, kitty. You can't pet your pet when they're sleeping. If you try to, it says sleeping. So I don't want to bother. We're going to go to sleep. We're going to look at that. Farming level 3, bee houses, speed grow, and farmer's lunch. All those 3 things that we can now make. And we upped our fishing. New fishing recipe is bait. Day 17 of spring, year 1, and look at that. We got over 3,000, 3,134 gold overnight from putting our cauliflower in our shipping bin. So yay, that is awesome. So look at that. Now we're over 6,800 total. So that's great. The weather tomorrow, it's going to be clear and sunny, so we will have to water our crops the fortune teller for today is the spirits are in good humor. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Living off the land, these are tips. And it gives you, after a rain, you don't have to water your crops, use it to your advantage. So again, those are all just tips, living off the land ones, and those are great. They're helpful. So we're going to go ahead and water, or pick what we need to pick, so I don't water it, and then water what we need to water. So catch these strawberries. Don't want to forget those because they're off to the side there. And we're going to get everything watered really quickly. And I think we got a pretty big day ahead of us today. So we'll get there. First things first, gotta water the crops. Again. And I think we have enough scarecrows. I know that there's a mod you can use, and I don't have it, that when you start to put down a scarecrow, it shows you the distance. It says it right on the wiki what area that it covers. So I'll have to check that at some point, just so I know in my head, because I've forgotten. It's been so long. But I want to make sure that all of my crops are covered by a scarecrow so that they don't come and eat my stuff, because that makes me mad. Really mad. Double check the strawberries again. And we're going to go ahead. Do we want to ship it? Yeah, we'll go ahead and ship it. Put the watering can away. And we're going to decide what to do. It's like, yeah, we're going to go to the mine today. So we need, in the mine, you need your sword and you need a pickaxe. And we need some kind of foods or something. Eventually, I will make a chest just for mining. It will have my weapons and my food that I take when I'm fighting, and different things, and it's just for mining. And so again, it's going to take a while to do all these things, but right now I get really frustrated because everything is scattered. So what I'm doing right now, and you saw that jump in the screen there because I had a problem with my software. I had gone to the wiki to find out what I needed to build a chicken coop. I know I had plenty of gold, but I also knew I needed some wood and stone. I didn't want to go up there and find out and then have to come back and get the wood and stone. So I saved myself a moment by going up and finding out what I needed, or going to the wiki and finding out what I needed. So I'm double checking to see, it's 7:40 a.m. What time does she open? She opens at 9 o'clock. Hopefully she's open because I'll be mad. So, I'm going to try to pet the kitty. And again, I know I've got till 9 o'clock, so let's go ahead and fill that water. I do forget to fill that water bowl a lot of the times, and I feel bad. It's like, I'm sorry, kitty. I try not to let my real kitties go without water, so just wanted to make sure. Filled that water bowl, and now it's 8:20. It's like, okay, we can head on up there. And if you recall, the quicker way to get to her, to the carpenter shop, is to go the north route. And we can pick up a leek on the way, sure. Oh, and a salmonberry. Man, no, I didn't want to eat it. I wanted to get the salmonberry. Oh, there's another salmonberry. We'll take that. Especially if we're going to go to the mine. We need some stuff. There's another leek. I missed it. Ugh, I hope I go back and get that. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock, right on the nose. All right, so to build a building, you click on her and you do construct. 4,300 wood, 100 stone. You click on build. It takes you back to your farm, and it's got this little green outline. So remember when I cleared this area, even though it had a small tree that I really didn't want to take down because it grows into a big tree, this was kind of the area I was thinking of where I want to initially put my chicken coop. I may move it later, but this is where I was thinking that I wanted to put it. You click in that space, and it shows the outline, and Robin tells you I'll start working on it first thing tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, she spends 2 days. So you can see we still have 2,800 left, so that's not bad. And we've got a lot more we need to do. We need a lot more money, but that's okay. I do see that a couple salmon berries, a couple of leeks. I'm gonna come down here and by the community center. You're gonna see me go through the community center menu a lot because I'm trying to refresh my memory as I'm doing this. It's been a long time since I had played this part of the game. I think I've only restarted, well, except for getting started on this recording adventure. I think I've only restarted 2, maybe 3 times, and I think I only got to the community center working on it twice. So my memory is pretty bad anyway, but remembering what I need for what and where, I'm going to just be checking that a lot. So I do apologize. So I'm looking at the time of day, and I'm also looking at, we need to make sure that we have the proper amount of seeds that we can grow before the end of the season. And taking a quick look at Pierre's here, and that's where we're going to buy our seeds from, I decide that we're going to go ahead and grow 15 more parsnips because we have time. If you look at the seeds, by the way, the backpack's 2,000. I'm like, no, I want it, but I've got other things that I have to buy first. If you look at your seeds, it tells you how long it takes them to grow. And so I thought, all right, let's go ahead and get 15 more because I want to make sure that I get those 5 gold star parsnips so that I can use them for the community center bundle. And I've got time. We've got 10 more days left in the season. So anyway, since I was there, since it was open, it was the right time of day, I went ahead and picked them up. And in the meantime, I keep seeing these salmon berries and leeks all over the place. It's almost like a sign that I should go to the mine, Like those are the 2 things. I mean, we've got plenty of stuff for our health and energy. So I think we probably should go to the mine just for a while anyway. And we can't pass up the berries. Like I said, they're only available for a certain period of time each year. And they're everywhere, as you can see. It's like, holy tamale. So, okay. Let's see if we can remember where we were at. And we were level 15. We did not make it to level 20. So maybe we'll have a little bit more luck today. I don't remember what the spirit said. We're going to try. We've been getting to this area of these daggone flying insects. So I hate them, and they're really slowing us down. So, oh my gosh, and they're everywhere. It's like, no, get your sword in your hand and get those things killed. And they are attempting to poison you. Oh, slime, slime, slime. Rhiannon, quit complaining. So we've got plenty of food, and we can go ahead and pick up a new quartz, so that replenishes our inventory of that. So I'm trying to avoid the bugs and things as much as possible to look for stairs. We're on 16. There we go, 17 now. So that's a good thing. You can see the rocks with the little coppery looks on them, the little speckles. Those are copper. And we always need more copper. So we're going to go ahead and hit that. Takes 3 hits, but we got 3 copper out of that. So that was super. I think I'd go ahead and get my energy back up a little bit. And a little bit was right. Eat the algae. So again, as you're eating things, you're opening up, if you brought a certain amount, you're going to open up places on your inventory there. So here's bugs. I heard a bug flying towards me, so it's like, okay, let's get rid of the daggone flying insect. I know there's another one down below. Again, they don't really move. The ones that are in the cocoons, they don't move until you get close to them. I guess they're really worms at that point. And if you hit them and don't kill them, they cocoon themselves and turn into a flying insect. So really what I'm trying to do is find the stairs. I don't want to deal with these things. Please find the stairs before the things start after me. I'm trying. It's like maybe I could slide down the side and they won't notice me. Oh boy, did they notice me. But there's stairs. Yay, I'm on 18. I was so happy. It's like, oh, I don't have to fight those things. Again, my number 1 goal is to get down to level 40. I mean, that's my number 1 goal. But there's... that's the first goal of the mine, is to get down. It's like, okay, let's get our energy back up. And it even put our health up too. So, but it hit +4 energies, or +40 energy, so that's great. Again, these flying ones, these nice sweet ones, they don't bother you unless you hit them. So I can just avoid them and keep trying to hit the rocks, get some copper while we're at it. And my health is down half again, or not health, or energy is down half again. It's like, okay, come on. We've only got 18 and 19 to get through. If you use your sword on the chest and box, it doesn't take any energy. So it's like, and the weeds and things too. And I was trying to get these weeds without hitting that thing. It's like, okay, dude, I don't want to hurt you. So I went ahead and used, because the sword just hits everything in your way. I was just trying to use the pickaxe just because, even though it took energy, I wanted to get those weeds for the fiber. So it's okay, let's eat that leek. That'll open up space. Because we don't want to run out of inventory space, because we don't know what we're going to come across. Oh, stairs right there. Look at the stairs. Yeah, go to the stairs. I didn't see them initially. It's like, okay, and I'm not even going to mess with that. Okay, now we're on 19. All we got to find is one more stairway. That's all we need. That's all I need is the stairs. And I found it. Yes, we found it. Look at that. It's only 420. And look at that. We got a steel small sword. So, wow. That's awesome. So, what we're going to do is go ahead and leave the mine. And now that we've got this rusty sword, we don't need it anymore. So, if you recall, the Adventurer Guild is where we can go after a certain time, after we're a member, and Rex, we're a member now. She's back. Yes, I am. And I want to sell you a rusty sword. And I got 50 gold for that rusty sword. So that was pretty awesome. So we hit level 20 and we got a new sword. So that was pretty exciting. So some of the main levels, not all the main levels, but there are certain levels that you will get that you'll be able to get some stuff. So I'm debating here what to do. It's 5 p.m. I have a little bit of space in my inventory. My health is not horrible. My energy is half, but I've got tons of food. I thought maybe we can make it to 25. So easy peasy to 21. So it's like, okay, we're going to go ahead and see if we can't quickly find our way down to 25. And I'm not sure. We'll see. Hit some copper, hit some rocks here. See what we can get. Slime. I said, okay, let's get that energy up and get our sword back and hit that daggone thing. I thought I had him blocked in, but I couldn't see very good. So it's like, all right. And we got a geode from hitting the, I don't know if it was a barrel or a chest or whatever it was. So I'm going to keep eating these berries to keep my energy up, because energy's, it's 6 p.m. We've got time. We might make it down to the next level. That would be great. If we did, that would be 10 levels in one day. So again, we're headed to 40. We'll get there eventually. And I saw that there was cave carrots, I think they're called. And my inventory is completely full. I can't eat 9 berries, but I want those cave carrots. They're very important. And so we'll look at those later. But right now, I mean, it is so pitch black I can barely see, and I'm very frustrated by that. So eventually I think you will get a ring that's called a glow ring, that it really helps in these really dark corners of the dungeons or the cave mines or whatever they are. So anyway, I'm on 22, so I've got 22, 23, and 24 to get through. For us to be able to get down to, oh, look at that. There's stairs right there. That's cool. We're trying to get to 25. Oh, no, you leave me alone. I'm going down here. And there's stair right there. Hopefully I see it. It's like, yes. Quickly, we have one more level. That's it to get to 25. So we're going to try. We're going to get our energy back up. We've got plenty of berries for that. Those cave carrots give us 25 energy. Doesn't help much with the health, but I think a cave carrot, if I'm not mistaken, we needed one for one of the bundles, the community center bundles. And we made it. We made it. 25. That's 10 levels in one day. So yay, I was so excited. So I 10 levels in one day. That's wonderful. And I'm not using bombs. I could be, if I could be making bombs, I don't even know why I need to make them. You could bomb the areas and get down faster, but we're doing it the hard way. We are doing one floor at a time, one sword at a time. And I did remember that leak. Oh, I couldn't pick it up. That really wasn't cool. I couldn't pick it up because I had too much stuff in my pack, which if I had paid attention, one of that stuff was slime, which I know you need slime as a resource, but I'd rather have had the leek, but that's okay. No big deal. We'll survive. As you can see, we are still getting our little coop is still being built, so that's okay. She said she would start on it actually tomorrow, which would be the 19th. So putting away all my resources that we found. And what else do we got here? Slime, yeah, that gives us 12. I don't even know what we need it for. So there's our quartz and our cave carrot. Oh, that was 30 energy and 13 health, so that's pretty good. So I misread that before. So again, that's a really good thing to have at this point in the game. I went ahead and dumped the Salomonberry. And let's see, it's 9 o'clock, and I am going to go ahead and plant these parsnips, because if we do it now, then that gives us it starts a growth as of the morning. So no need to wait. Let's get it going and get them watered, because we need to get those gold parsnips, gold quality parsnips. We need 5 of them. I don't know how many we have right now. I haven't counted them, but I know I don't have 5. So it's like, go ahead and do this. And we had enough energy for it. So that worked out pretty good. I'm really glad that I did that. So that made us a very productive day on the 18th of spring. So we're going to get some rest now. And I think this is probably going to be a good place to stop. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you will continue. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. That really helps me a lot. If you like my videos that I'm doing, please give it a like as well. It encourages me to continue. And if you can, I also have a Patreon account, so check that out. All those links are below. Thank you so much again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.